7K Dreamer, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while and we're finally having a new developers notes for September and October. So before we begin, I just want to bring your attention to one thing, and that is my new thumbnail Aries Cup event. So I just decided to make this happen. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think, you know, why not just make a mini event for you guys and let's just have fun. And it's basically 32 thumbnails being put together, and they will compete against each other, and you will be the judge of which is the best thumbnail, and the winning thumbnail will be available in HD. I will put it up for everyone to download and keep and use it however you like, and also 5 lucky winners per week, okay, will be given a special customized 7 image depending on your preference. So all you need to do is leave your IGN, your in-game name, in the comments of each of the voting posts and today we have begun our first voting, and that is the Milia art and versus the Lupu art. Okay, so head over to Facebook, my Facebook page, and go over to the stories. You have to vote via stories because somehow Facebook has disabled polls. Okay, so you have to go to the story, and currently, as we can see here, Milia is actually in the lead at 89%, so I guess she's gonna probably take this one. Okay, so do support the event. I'll be so happy if more people participate in it, and this is really like the first event I've done for myself, so I really hope that a lot of you will actively support it. And we'll now go back to the developers notes. So this developers note is pretty interesting. A lot of things we have already know because they have already put up the teaser post a few days before. So this developers notes is kind of just to summarize everything and also give us a heads up of what is to come for the 5th anniversary, which is in October, and it will drop on October 15. Okay, just remember this date. So how does Dev Kagura go about with this? He starts off apologizing for the Sage incident. As we all know, there was a big issue with how the Sage event was being carried out, whereby, you know, he said that we didn't need to pull, we didn't need to purchase any Sage, and we'll be able to max Sage out for free, right? So here he acknowledges that he broke his promise, and many knights have given him their sincere opinions, more like rage opinions. So he decided to refund the rubies, which will happen next update. 80% of the rubies will be refunded, okay, not the full amount. Okay, so yeah, I think he probably will learn from this not to, you know, put things in black and white too fast if he doesn't decide to do it that way, right? Okay, so moving on, we have the first week September update, which is gonna be Rosie. Rosie is the 4th 7 out of 0 and the last one so far. Even on Korea's server, okay, there are no new 7 out of 0 coming out yet. So it will be pretty interesting. There is some teaser going on that Rudy's ancestor will be coming out to Korea server, maybe in the next few months, but we are not too sure about that because I only saw a fleeting image of it. So we'll look forward to that, but for now we have Rosie, and she is going to be the first support hero in the game. I mean, support special hero, okay? She's gonna be the first support special hero, which is so fresh. Really, really interesting to see how she will be used. She's gonna increase ally magic type heroes magic attack, so she will not be a universal type that boosts, you know, the team overall, but she will specifically boost magic type heroes, which is kind of reminiscent of Rin, if you remember, because Rin also boosts magic attack for your allies, right? Which means she will not be buffing Milia, that's one thing, and she will probably not be buffing support types herself as well. She'll only be buffing magic type heroes, which means Sage, Tara, Noah. I'm not sure who else are being used because magic type heroes are not really used right now except for Sage. And, you know, looking at how the meta goes, we know that there is no very defined offensive team and magic team. Right now everything is still in kind of like a latest hero will be part of the meta kind of situation, right? So there is no fixed distinction between a physical team and a magic team or even a tank team. So it's pretty interesting to see that he specifically says magic type heroes here. So there may be a boost in magic type magic teams in future, especially with the 5th anniversary coming up, and Regin Leaf is very near. So Regin Leaf is definitely gonna be a magic hero, I presume. So this will all tie in together very well, seeing how magic teams will come back. And if you realize, every anniversary magic teams will come back. We had Freya before, we had Amelia. Amelia was a magic hero when she was released, and then we also had Battery, right? So there are always magic heroes being released during the anniversary, so I'm sure Regin Leaf is gonna be the next one, and magic teams will make their comeback as well. So he says that Rosie will heal allies and has attractive skills with various effects. So I really hope that they do not, butcher the first support special hero in the game. This is really a breakthrough, I would say. So it's pretty interesting. Next up, we have Jewel Raid 8th floor. Okay, Jewel Raid will be expanded. You will acquire Black Gemstones and Dark Knight's Jewels. So finally, Dark Knight's Jewels are going to be available to a wider pool of players, and you can synthesize Dark Knight Jewels and 7 Knights of Old Jewels, that's new, with the Black Gemstone, so be sure to play a lot. So 7 Knights of Old Jewels are also going to be added in this week's update. Nothing we know too much about yet, but I'm sure they're gonna be very OP and very meta changing as well, because seeing how the Dark Knight Jewels were actually very important and still are very important. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 are very important, but the rest are not so important. We will not be sure how the 7 Knights of Old Jewels will go. If anything, we can kind of speculate some effects that can happen. Taking from recent hero skill sets. Okay, so there may be block nullification, who knows? Okay, and I can't really think of any new mechanics right now, but usually if you were to see how they plan their new equipment and new equipment substats, basically you can actually take reference from previous heroes skill sets. Remember how the Berserker Ring came out after Noah's remake. Noah's remake has the Berserker Ring effect in her passive. Okay, so the Berserker Ring actually came out after that, so it was using the same mechanic as what Noah had. So these are some things that we can pick up from, and yeah, I think block nullification could be one of them. If he increases status effect cast rate, I think that would be very cool as well, because no jewel right now has increased status effect cast rate. They only increase status effect resist rate. And for the next update in September, which is going to be 24th, I think, 24th of September, we'll have a 7 Knights of Old dungeon where we will be able to get Galidus and Milia, which is pretty interesting because I need the Milia so much. I don't know about the Galidus. I think a lot of players will still want to get Galidus because he's a very good PvE DPS, a multi-target DPS. So do play this dungeon when it comes out, I would say, because you get very good heroes. Milia, I'm not so sure. I think she's still very strong, but she really needs the levels to be very tanky and to live long enough in the battle, because mine kind of dies too fast right now. So that's something I want to improve on. And then we also have Freya and Truth's remake, which is something I'm so happy about. They finally listened. I have been saying Freya and Truth deserve a remake for so long if you watch my previous videos, and I think yes, they're finally getting it, and I really hope that they will add something different to the entire meta, because the way remakes should work is that they should diversify the meta, diversify the teams used. It's okay if you release a new hero and the hero becomes an immediate meta unit, right? But how you can diversify arena is really through the remakes, the hero remakes, which are so important. So Freya is probably gonna go to the Magic team, and with Rosie going to be released, I think Magic teams are gonna look really good aesthetically as well as skills wise. Okay, Truth is gonna probably go to the offensive side, so it's gonna be very cool that these two direct opposing elements are going to have remakes. And then we have Mercure's Dark Magic Lab reward adjustments. So many rewards have very low need, that's super true. He will adjust them to be more meaningful, and I really hope that that also includes maybe, you know, getting a Celestial item ticket. Even a ticket is fine, honestly. But I think maybe he will include more Celestial accessories there, because I think Celestial accessories are up and coming, probably already very important. So it would be great if he added that to the Mercure's Dark Magic Lab post as well. Then we have some teasers for the 5th anniversary update, which is coming on the first week update of October. So the first week update of October is actually on the 8th of October. I'm not too sure if that's the actual date, because in previous posts they have always been posting that the 5th anniversary is on the 15th of October. So yeah, so I'm not actually sure if that they're gonna follow that schedule. And if you look at the in-game web event right now, it does end on the 15th of October and not the 8th, right? So this is something I hope that as we get more teasers, they will clarify on this. So we're gonna get a Brawl remake, finally. And it looks insane. Yeah, it looks insane. So I'm gonna just read it out. Despite the spectacular battle with the new boss, the previous Brawl battle was paused due to the monotony of the hero combination, rhythm, game elements, and rewards. We are remaking Brawl to suit its name. That's amazing. This kind of reminds me of King's Raid though. the whole layout here. King's Raid is on the left, and there are many heroes. Maybe these are all simultaneous attacks. Yeah. Most PvE battles in 7 Nights consist of the often repeated 5-member team of several buffers and dealers that defeat enemies with the dealer skills. Yes. To break from this, I would like to make changes in Brawl strategies. First, you can have a party of up to 20 heroes, not only 5. This is super cool. Instead of 20 heroes competing at the same time, the first 5 heroes will participate in the battle and 1 more hero will join each turn. So up to 20, so I'm thinking like 15 turns. Up to 15 turns you will get all your 20 heroes out on the field. And I think there is, so this screenshot actually shows you like there is kind of a like who's coming next kind of setup. So I think this will be part of the strategy. Also, heroes basically don't use their active skills but basic attacks only. Joining heroes will use their participation skill, tentative name, which you set separately from their existing hero skills, one time as soon as they enter the battle. Okay, so we are getting extra skills, which I think are maybe random kind of effects. This may be similar to, I don't know, they may use kind of similar skills to, you know, myth book skills in Korea server. So they may use that kind of idea whereby you actually equip a hero with a skill instead. The key to Brawl will be to carefully set the order of your heroes that will join the battle with skills at any given time, depending on the boss's skill pattern. Rather than control in battle, I'm designing Brawl to be a place where you can have more fun using new strategies to choose your heroes and set the order of their participation. Please look forward to it. So I think you will attach a skill to one hero, and then when they come in, they will bring along that buff. So the timing where you bring in the hero is going to be very crucial. And I think this will take several runs to get an idea of how it works, because you need to familiarize yourself with the boss's skills, and you also need to know what the new skills do, right? So this is something that, you know, will definitely create some content for me and we'll all figure this out together. And I also consider content rewards important. The previous Brawl didn't have its unique reward, and that's so true. The previous Brawl just gave us rubies. I mean, I'm okay with a new ruby source, but the gold aspect was kind of lame. Yeah. So the new material to Mythical Awakened Jewels will be distributed through the Remake Brawl. So make sure to play a lot. Okay, so you have to play the Brawl to get materials to Mythical Awakened Jewels, and which brings us to Mythical Awakened Jewels, right? Jewels didn't have a mythical awakening for a long time and stayed at the awakening rank unlike other items. Accessories recently received the subset system, so we will add a system to grow an awakened jewel into a mythical awakened jewel to celebrate the 5th anniversary. Well, I'm not sure if that's something I should be happy about, but okay. To mythical awakened jewels, you need 3 identical awakened jewels with the same option and some new material which you can get from Brawl. Mythical awakened jewels will retain the option of the awakened jewels used as materials while gaining 1 additional option. Huh. I do not get this part. Okay, anyway, we'll continue reading. The additional options will be one of a variety of types which can be changed depending on status. I'm expecting to see a more diverse selection of hero teams and strategies through these option effects. Okay, so that's all that he has for the dev notes. There is actually a new coupon which starts now, okay, until the first week of October. So I think this is the coupon code. Everyone has already posted the answer to the coupon. So 5THANNIFFOR7K. okay, there's also the same code that is in the web event. And I'm sorry, iOS users, again, this is only for Android users. So back to Jewel Myth Awakening. Okay, so you see that we do need 3 identical awakened jewels with the same option and some new material. So in order to mythical awaken a jewel, you will need to have 3, this kind of crit damage, awaken plus 5, I think. So it seems, because I'm not sure if because awakened jewels already require you to plus 5 the jewel. So I'm not sure actually. Okay, so for jewel awakening, you need a base jewel and then you have 2 plus 5 jewels. That's correct. So for mythical jewel awakening, you need 3 of the same awakened jewels. The screenshot here shows that it's already plus 5. However, in the description, he did not specify if the plus 5 is needed. Okay, if the plus 5 is not needed, that would be a lot easier. If the plus 5 is needed, that's gonna be really tedious. Okay, because plus 5 jewels, plus 5 ink jewels is not the easiest thing. Okay, to be honest. Okay, so along with some new material, we can get whatever we need, and they will retain the option of the skill effect. Okay, so if you look over here, right, you'll see that using these 3 base jewels, I think this should be the same example, I hope. Yeah, so the Awakened Rachel's Flame, and this is the Mythical Awakened Rachel's Flame. So you will see that you can actually use 3 mythical you're supposed to use 3 Awakened Rachel's Flame, and you will get 1 Mythical Awakened Rachel's Flame. You will see that the defense stat increase did not increase. Okay, the substat value also didn't increase, which means Mythical Awakened Jewels is really all about adding an extra substat to the jewel. So it seems. Okay, and as you can see here, you can actually change the substat. Yeah, so here he uses a basic attack plus 20% and he changed it to a speed attack plus 1. So this is actually very, very useful because now you do not need a speed attack actual jewel, but you can use it as a substat instead. So if you have a lot of speed attack jewels, I think it's good if you save them so that you can actually use it as a substat. So this is kind of similar to the entire accessory substat system, whereby you are adding the substat to the existing jewel. So I think you can also add substats to maybe the speed jewel itself. So depending on how you whatever jewels you have, I think that could be something very cool. And I think for PvE this is especially important. Okay, especially for your Shane. If you can actually put all the important substats on Shane into one jewel, so maybe your PvE physical attack and magic attack and your crit damage and lethal damage into the same jewel, that will be so good. That will really be so good. However, then again, there is no specific, they did not specify whether you can actually use substats from the same group of jewels. So that may be something, that may be a limiting factor. So if they do not allow that, then your PvE jewels will still be stuck with 3 PvE jewels. Okay, unless they say that, you know, you can use jewels within the same category and then you can apply substats on them like that. Yeah, so that will be something to think about, and it will be very interesting to explore in future. And of course, it depends on the meta. So yeah, that's all we have for the developers notes. I hope you guys are excited, because I am actually pretty excited for Rosie, seeing how she is a support hero, and I want to pull for her. So I am going to I will be actually doing a live stream to pull for her on Thursday. So do stay tuned for it. And hopefully I get one Rosie, because I do have stored up a lot of rubies since 5, which is 2 months ago, and hopefully, you know, we really get that Ming luck again. Okay, so see you guys on Thursday for more review videos and live streams. Thank you so much, and don't forget to participate again in the event that I have created. Thank you for supporting always. See you.